Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? We are live. Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a surprise after a work conference stream with Wade, aka Professor Noctis, and my friend Evan. Hey, Evan, how you doing? You are. Hey, good old 50s newscaster. There was like, that's when they did that voice, right? Was the 50s? The transatlantic. You wanna play those games, see? Let's play some games. Let's talk about the God of Wars and the Final Fantasy, see? Lunchbox, how you doing? That's a good one, everybody. What are we gonna play? No new games. It's all on the PlayStation PC these days. Not available for anyone. I don't know. There's a level of chaos that's begun this stream. I don't know if we're ever going to get back on track. What's up, everybody? We've got Esper, we've got Lady Lunchbox, and we've got Amy. How you doing? Oh my gosh, Evan is muted? You've been muted this whole time? Are you kidding? No, speak. Can you not hear him? What? I did mute you on the video call. I thought that I had you up. So no audio from Evan. I'm going to fix that. Can you hear him now? I've taken down the music. Now speak. Now he's got the accent. I'm not silencing him anymore. You can hear him now, right? You hear that? No, let me just turn him up. Now you speak. Is he audible? He's still muted? Okay, let me try to unmute you and now mute. Okay, let's try now. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I literally hear you. I hear you, but they don't hear you. But you hear me. What's up, sub? How you doing? We do have to fix this, see? Why are we doing? Still no sound. Okay, y'all are gonna listen to the smooth tunes of Sing 40 Laughter, and I am going to sort out this issue with Evan real fast. So we're gonna add in a brand new audio for Evan. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. Hello. I've stolen his voice. I don't know what's happening. But that's what we're here. What's up, sub? Yeah, we're going to blame Comcast for this. What's up, Jedi and Honey Bun? We could definitely blame the Roomba, couldn't we? We love to blame the Roomba. Okay. Question, can you hear the music in the background chat? Can you hear the music? Because if that is the case, see, I am getting you spiking over here on my stuff. You can't hear music either. Interesting. So that, you let me know, chat, when you can hear music and things. People are saying there's music. I've been vibing. Can you speak now, Evan? Speak.
Hey, I'm still here, and now I'm talking in that transatlantic accent, and even if you can't hear me, I'll be quite vibrant and emotive.
Can you hear Evan?
Fixed. Seems like it's fixed.
So what's funny...
Hi, everyone.
That's hilarious. They hear everything. Okay, we're gold. You can't hear music, Honey Bun? Or are you just delayed? People are saying things are... Okay. Evan is here. Yes, Jedi, Evan is here. And now he is also... heard. Heard. here, and here. That's it. Okay.
Well, here's all the jokes that I made in the last 5 minutes.
Here's all the jokes. Like my cat, it's fixed. Hey, see?
Yeah, see? We're going to be spitting the news here tonight.
We're going to be spitting the news. Just call us the newsies.
We're gonna be looking at the PSN state of plays, and here's the joke that I made earlier. They're just gonna announce 15 games that they're porting to PC. No new games, only games they're porting to PC.
No new games, everybody. It's all about the PC.
It's gonna be a long scroll of all the regions you're not allowed to play them in.
Who's Dishonest John? Esper says we're talking like Dishonest John. Do you get that reference?
I don't, and I'm afraid.
We're subtext. That's right. We're watching the new interactive pictures.
You wish, Lunchbox. You wish.
Beanie and Cecil. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think we'll have to do some research later. I will say, though, I am excited to watch the state of play, considering we waited all day to avoid spoilers to watch it live together.
Yes, we have waited all day long. Now, granted, I had work conference stuff. Now, listen, everybody, I was supposed to be out of town tonight, but I came back because Sony decided to ask without my permission for a state of play. They just decided we're going to announce new games, we're going to do all kinds of new things, and it's because Professor Noctis has a work conference. But I am not one to give up. And if you've been following my Baldur's Gate 3 vlog, you know that I don't give up. Just out of curiosity, have any of you caught the chaos that is my Baldur's Gate vlog? I'll tell you, I recorded the first half of my second episode of my vlog before I left for my work conference this morning. And it's only like an hour north of where I live, so it's not like forever away. But I did. Y'all are in for a treat for the next vlog. It is just as chaotic. Listen, I'm not gonna say that it's the best thing that you'll watch this week, but it's definitely the most chaotic thing you'll watch this week.
Besides the first 10 minutes of this stream.
Besides the first 10 minutes of the stream, where Evan is muted, but he's talking like a 1960s newsie.
Listen, it's the transatlantic accent. It's important, and it was considered polite and proper radio etiquette.
Chaos. Okay.
It's always chaos with the two of us.
It really is, and that's the only way that I would have it. So, everybody, welcome. I see a heck ton of gift subs from Jedi Piggy Prime. Thank you so much. A round of applause.
Let's go.
For Jedi Piggy Prime. Thank you so much for those gift subs. You are awesome. Really appreciate you. So Evan, welcome to our evening stream of the
Thank you for having me.
PlayStation State of Play. So we won't spend a lot of time because all of you know what is happening in the State of Play because maybe you've all watched it. But I haven't seen it because I've been at work, and Evan mostly hasn't seen it. You may have gotten a few spoilers, I don't know. But
I know one thing being ported to PC.
It's time to talk about subtext. Yes, it is time to talk about hopes and predictions for the event that's already happened. So, I am going to play the role of Aerith from the future, trying to predict what's going to happen in your future, which is actually your past, okay? So this is going to be great. We're talking about timelines, and we're talking about whispers. So whiskers.
I will be playing the role of the whispers.
You will be playing the role of the whispers. No.
Nice one.
That's Aerith. Okay, so anyway, in the multiverse of madness that is the State of Play, do you have any predictions or, dare I say, hopes about what you might see in the PlayStation State of Play?
Well, first of all, they've mentioned that the music. Oh, we have music under. Is there music below us right now?
There is. It's actually No Promises to Keep, the theme song of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I can't listen to it and.
Performed by Sing 4D Laughter. Go give them a follow.
Thank you, Sing 4D Laughter.
LaCroix to you. Cheers.
am hopeful for something lighthearted that is unexpected. Like, I would love some sort of just whimsical game that we don't really see coming. Like, I want some kind of new IP.
Oh,
I want to
a new
I want them to
IP.
pull back the curtain, and it can be like an existing character or something like that. But like, I want to see something cool that takes advantage of some of the technology.
Okay, now you're not like a super like avid PlayStation diehard fan. Like, you're not like PlayStation fanboy, right? Like, that's not your brand.
Probably not. I mean, I
No.
do own
All the PlayStations.
PlayStation and
And a Portal.
enjoy
You
it
own a
quite
Portal,
a
right?
bit. I do own a PlayStation Portal.
That
It
makes
rules.
you a pretty big fan, right?
I love it. I love it.
I mean,
sat out
I
on
own
the
a
porch
Portal,
in the
too.
weather
Like,
with
it's
my
like-
dogs, and
I
I
love
played
my
God
Portal.
of War. It was
So-
awesome.
Oh man, nothing like playing God of War on your porch with your dog. You know, I do a lot of Queen's Blood on the porch with my dogs. So
It's a reality I didn't know was possible.
a
So,
PlayStation
yeah,
Portal is the handheld, Esper. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd like some kind of new whimsical IP, and I would like
Okay.
a new like narrative single player experience. Like, they don't have to announce like a new God of
Okay.
War. A DLC would be cool because I'm working on Ragnarok for the first
Have
time.
you done
and that's
the? So
really fun.
you haven't finished Ragnarok.
Nope.
So you haven't done the Valhalla DLC for God of War. It's free.
Nope.
For Ragnarok.
No.
Okay. Cool.
No.
Well, it's waiting for you. So. Okay, so you want something whimsical. Let's see. For me, in a single player narrative game, I think that's great. I would love to see a new single player IP. I'd love to see that.
Okay.
Or maybe a revival of something in the past. I would love to see something from. I'd love to see what Naughty Dog is working on, but I don't think they're going to show that. I think that there's a better chance at Summer Games Fest next week for something from Naughty Dog. But
Do you think so?
I
had the
do.
summer schedule for Summer Games Fest.
yeah, it's like next Friday, I think. And Omega
it
in the
goes
chat
all
says we
weekend.
should definitely do this for next week's Game Fest. And boy, do I have
We'll
news for
great
you.
News. Oh boy, do
We have great
just
news.
have-
We are going to do this next
This
week
is-
for Summer Games Fest, and we're going to do it live
Yeah.
instead of later in the day because I don't have a work
Yeah.
conference next Friday.
And this is kind of this is us.
This is a
practicing and
test.
having
This is
fun.
honestly
Yeah,
a
we're
test.
having a
That's
nice
why.
time.
That's
We're
why
having a
at
nice
10 p.m., 11 p.m. For some of you, like we are trying this out tonight, and if it sucks, then you'll never hear from us again. And if it's great,
That's not true. If it sucks, we're gonna do it again.
we do it again because we are resilient.
Or
You've
stupid.
or stupid. You've seen me play Liza P. I do the same thing again and again and again,
Over and over.
over and over again, to no avail. So, okay, so for me, I too want something single player. Let me tell you what I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see any Final Fantasy. I don't think we're going to see anything from Square Enix in this. I think that they have, unless it's like Dawn Trail, which is Final Fantasy 14. Okay, so no spoilers in chat. We don't know what's happening. But, like, I just don't think we're going to see anything from them. They have been giving and giving and giving. So I think that they need to
three
rest.
major
I think they need
releases
to
in
chill.
3 years.
I think they need to sleep for a while and like wait on Dawn Trail and like
give those devs a break.
give those devs a break.
Yeah.
We are
Okay.
not into crunch culture. We are not into crunch culture. So, okay. Anyway, so I don't think we're gonna see that. I would love to see. I would love to see something from Soft related. I bet that there could be something from Elden Ring, but honestly, that's multi-platform, right? So
Aren't we getting an Elden Ring DLC? that
yeah,
just dropped.
like June 21st or something like that. End of June.
Oh, it's
So-
coming out soon. so
Yeah, really
maybe
soon.
we'll
So
see
there's
it.
possibility for a teaser, but I think that they'll do Summer Games Fest. June
Maybe
21st,
a-
was I right?
Well, look at you. What about maybe like a new Halo?
Oh man, Bloodborne 2 would be fun. That'd be fun. Bloodborne 1 remastered would be fun. I don't know. I don't know what's in there. So June
A
21st.
foosball table VR game.
Oh, a foosball table VR game. That'd be so fun.
That would be awesome.
What if there was a sequel to Astrobot? Did you play Astrobot for your PlayStation 5?
Yeah, the tutorial.
Oh man, tutorial, please.
I heard.
That game's so fun.
I have to be fair. I heard a rumor that that's what like that he might be in a game.
Oh, I love
And so
Astrobot. Y'all, that was so fun. So like, can I tell a quick story? Then we're gonna get to this, okay? Because like you're here to watch us react to the state of play, not for us to be idiots on stream. Maybe you're here for that too. I don't know. But I received my PlayStation 5 the same day that I tested positive for COVID back in 2020. Okay.
Good timing.
And like I was asymptomatic. So like I was feeling great, but I was quarantined for like 10 days. And y'all, it was the best honeymoon period of a gaming console I've ever had in my life because I felt great, no fever, had a perfect excuse to see no one, and I just played Spider-Man and Demon's Souls and Astrobot for 10 days straight. So it sucks that there was a worldwide pandemic, but it was really a great day for me. Great 10 day.
I mean, hey, listen, you can only control what you can control.
Can only control what I control. So that's it. What a life. Yeah. Nothing but smiles playing Astrobot. I held the controller and I was like, oh my gosh, is my trigger broken? But that's just the idea. Like it changes, reactive, adaptive triggering.
Amazing.
I was so triggered by the triggers. Okay, without further ado, are you ready, Evan?
I'm ready. And I have confirmed before this that we are going to be talking with and over this while it's happening. So
yeah, we are going to talk while this is happening. I'm not going to shush you unless something really important happens.
Don't make promises.
I'm not going to. Yeah. No promises to keep. You know, no promises.
Without further ado,
whispers.
Hit it.
Okay, let's see if I can easily transition this. We're going to press play, and now I'm going to slowly. Oh, we got music. Hey, Evan, speak. Let's do a 30-second sound check with the video.
Hey, this is a 30-second sound check with the video. The music is swelling dramatically.
The music is really swelling. I'm going to lower it a little bit.
Oh, it's in my brain.
It's in my brain.
I can also
The video is a little loud. Let me
my
see if I can turn this down a little bit. How about now, everybody? Is that better, worse, or about the same?
What are you, an optometrist?
I'm an optometrist. Okay. Now speak.
The shush command that's so good.
The shush command. It's so good.
Oh.
Shush.
There's gonna be my mom won't let me watch mature games.
Shut your eyes, baby.
Hi everyone, I'm Asad Kizilbash, Head of Product at PlayStation Studios and Head of PlayStation Productions. I'm here to welcome one of the newest members of the PlayStation Studios family, Firewalk.
Firewalk?
This team brings together some of the most talented developers in our industry, with an incredible pedigree in the online multiplayer space. We announced their first game, Concord, last year, and today they're revealing gameplay captured in-engine on PS5. But first, here's an extended vignette introducing some of the cool characters you'll find in the Concord Galaxy.
Concord, sequel to Skywalk? Okay.
Whoever wrote that script, I want to know how they landed on extended vignette.
I know.
You know that they had some discussion about that.
Oh, like, y'all, that gives me chills. That's like Lucasfilm. When you see all the like. Okay, Firewalk. Crater City.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that kind of looks like our timer.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. That's a green guy, and I killed a bunch of them in Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah. Oh, you also killed some red ones.
I did. Honestly, no one is safe in Baldur's Gate.
Oh wait, this cutscene was captured in engine.
After years of careful research.
Being really old and almost dying a bunch doesn't count as research.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Besides, it worked, didn't it?
How much longer for the upload?
A few more minutes. Hey, start time. Try it with hot sauce. You'll like it. Trust me.
No. Do not trust him.
Oh, where's this coming from?
It's coming from you back on the ship saying, trust me, we're professionals. We'll stick to the plan. We can do this.
Did you ever think, when you were a kid, that we would be watching even cutscenes rendered like this?
No,
was not the plan.
Absolutely not.
It was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
Look at the texture on his skin.
It's
like actual hair.
We will.
Do you think this is gameplay or is this like movie?
This is cutscene.
No one moves.
You haulers
no way
of the
this is
universe.
This off your hands.
What? This?
Funny.
Oh my gosh. That looks like something I would do in Baldur's Gate 3. Except it would take 90 minutes.
We have Guardians of the Galaxy at home, says Amy. That's a good one.
Where's the rendezvous? I didn't catch that.
Copy that, Bill.
I would
Some
roll.
says you allers of the universe. Oh my god. Chad is
Aerith would have
undefeated.
loved this.
Well played.
What do you mean would have? She's still with us.
Fine. They only got one of my legs.
How are those hands?
I have one of those. I have a pinball. I got
Oh,
it.
that was cool. Did you see her like Iron Man down?
Lennox!
Got him.
Oh my gosh.
That robot just
One off. This
curse?
is you.
Looked like tic-tac-toe. Oh, nice. The Roomba. Roomba is the hero.
I am developing a taste for destruction.
It definitely does seem like it might be some kind of character shooter.
Yeah, it looks like a character shooter to me.
I don't think those are gone yet. I think because Valve just announced that their, well, actually it got leaked.
Yeah.
That their new project is a character-based shooter.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, I like hanging out with friends and
Dishonorably.
getting
Yeah.
way too salty about
We're bringing this back
games
with
that
us.
don't matter.
Games don't matter.
Hey, Mark. What are you doing?
Oh, betrayal.
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
Oh. I hope they got a
We should have
shoot.
let go also.
One off. Do not dare.
But we were supposed to stick together.
If you let go, I swear I will.
Okay, but what if it's like a Borderlands style, like co-op?
I could be into that. Now, what luck is that?
I am glad you avoided a dishonorable death.
Hey, I
What
like
if it was
these
just
characters.
the battle bus from Fortnite that rose from the smoke, and they're like, these are just new characters for Fortnite. That's all you get.
I would lose my
Wasn't the
mind.
plan.
No, it just wasn't the one we started with. All right. Another satisfied customer. Goods delivered. I sent
I like the
everyone
ships.
their-
They
This,
look
I,
cool.
I like this. U-haulers of the
Carry
universe.
it around with you for emergency bland situations or whatever.
Hey, Mara. Don't joke about something like this.
Our next job is somewhere with less
We'll
scaffolding.
have no scaffolding. Zero scaffolding. I promise.
I like him. Do you think Tabasco sauce is a big part of this
I thought
game?
I'd never feel your fiery embrace again.
You sound ridiculous.
It's gonna happen.
Concord. I wish that it was called Tabasco.
They're gonna tell us more. They got
Is a
Hot
5v5
ones.
first-person shooter.
set in
You got it,
sci-fi
everybody.
Oh, you got it. You nailed it.
Galaxy.
5v5.
In Concord, from the moment you log on, you're part of the crew of the North Star, a group of guns for hire known in our galaxy as free gunners. Free gunners are those lucky enough to be free to roam the stars.
Who was just the dude on the
High-stake
left?
jobs on worlds across wild
Oh, that's
space,
Rick.
where they face other
Rick.
fiercely competitive free gunner crews.
Roomba, Tabasco,
Very
and
first
Rick.
look at the gameplay
Don't
of
mind
Concord.
him.
Don't mind him.
Free gunning. It's hard work, but it's our work, and we don't take it for granted.
Ugh, for real.
Being a free gunner
The world
means
and the
I like the
is
style.
great.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is a cool art style. Veil.
Yeah, you better run. Free gunners have a shot at making something of themselves, a chance to be someone.
Ooh. Linux. He loves Tabasco sauce. And falling. Those are the things I know about him.
That's all you need. You're in love.
Yeah. Ooh, Jedi says it's giving Ratchet and Clank vibe. Yeah. Oh, I like Iron Man Girl.
Why not?
Hamar.
And in the wild,
She has a slingshot.
it's anyone's game.
I love it.
You won't survive on your own.
Target blinded.
Unveiled.
Finally. Two guys.
Star Child? Like from Kiss? Isn't his name Star Child?
Ooh, I don't know.
You don't know the band Kiss?
I am familiar with the band
Risk our
Kiss,
lives
not their
every
stage
day
names.
To do the job.
I'll clear the way.
One off. Roomba.
I'll look it up. One off. Roomba. Rick. Dude, if it pops up
Rick.
somebody else, then it's Rick.
Hamar. Tabasco.
Go anywhere.
Only from that jacket, North Face. That's North Face.
Any enemy.
What is happening? Hey, this gameplay looks rad though. Like I could play some of this.
I love stuff like this.
No one in Kiss is named Starchild? Are you serious? There's somebody in a band named Starchild, right?
It says that Paul Stanley. What is the name of the Star Child in Kiss? Paul Stanley.
North
His
Face.
persona in Kiss was the Star Child.
Was the
Nice work.
Starchild, right? That's
Nice
the
work.
persona.
Nice work. You did great.
Crew is gathering. Would you like to join us for a game?
It takes a village.
With Concord, we leaned on the strengths and background of our team to make a tight, well-balanced FPS that feels great to play. We focused a ton of our attention and our tech on building a strong game.
You tell me that's not a Roomba.
Tight core movement, precise visceral shooting,
is,
and expressive
and I want
abilities.
We ended up finding
Overwatch
ourselves
in
influenced
space.
a lot by fighting games and even strategy games, in the interesting way that the asymmetry.
That
of the
looks like a
characters
Nautiloid.
makes every fight, every matchup feel really different.
Leaning
Who are
into
these
the
other
asymmetry of the
ones? Are
characters,
those
really
other
pushing the
characters?
possibility space of two
Yes.
different characters colliding. It's all about creating opportunities for improvisation. That's where we can get out of the
Okay,
way.
so it
Oh, I
looks
like
you can
that.
just choose
I
the
like
We
her.
character.
also have abilities that are meant to have impact beyond direct combat. Deployable gear that can persist throughout a full game, so whether that's multiple rounds of a mode or multiple respawns across a match. There are healing pads, bullet blocking domes, explosive traps, lane blocking walls, all kinds of ways to support your team or disrupt your enemies.
Like these kind of games are
Set up and
are
plan
pretty
ahead,
fun.
depending on where you
I
want to
always
have
wonder
those
if there's
players
like
to
some
develop
kind
to
of
their advantage.
story. Because that's what I like.
Yeah, not you. I mean,
Yeah.
they do it in the lore, but not really that you play to.
Yeah,
That's a lot
lore,
of
not
characters.
story.
Hold
That
on.
was
1,
Rick,
2,
though.
3, 4,
Wide-ranging
5, 6, 7,
perspectives to
8,
the
9,
crew.
10, 11,
Every
12.
week, when you log
At
into
least-
Concord,
At least
12 to
12.
15 on launch.
Overwatch, Marvel Overwatch, and now Star Wars Overwatch. This is no Star Wars. That's a Roomba. Oh, wait, hey. Stories and relationships.
Unpack the broader Concord galaxy. Why are you kissing a tchotchke?
We're excited to share that we'll be hosting a pre-launch
I like the
beta in
writing.
July,
A
followed
beta
by
in July on
Concor's
PS5 and
global
PC?
launch on
Yeah,
August
day and date,
23rd,
see?
2024.
Ah, here we go.
PC and PlayStation.
Is it really on PC too? I missed
It is that, yeah. There's a beta pre-release in pre-order starting June 6th, and then it comes out in August. And you get a Monarch pack. How do I get North Face? I like that. I could be into that. That could be fun. Can you imagine
try
the
once.
chaos if we played it?
Wait, there it is. There's chaos when we're just
Oh,
sitting.
hey,
in
here's your
video
boy,
boxes.
God of War Ragnarok on the PC.
Yeah.
You seem like a calm and
Wait, I can't.
reasonable person.
Oh, is this gonna spoil anything?
Surely not. It's not Square Enix. They're not going to spoil
Oh,
anything.
this is from the beginning. That's the very beginning.
It's not a slam at
She's
Square
mad-
Enix, but I do have to be
she's
careful.
mad
on their
for good reason.
things. Boy, she.
Yep, seen this part. Seen this. Yep, this is the beginning. Okay, cool. So I actually just played this scene.
Oh, you did? Oh, the Fimble Winter. I don't know how we got on
I'm
this
not very far.
1960s transatlantic accent.
Because it's just you never know. You gotta
Because
keep
it's the
everybody on
news,
show.
see?
Fun
Oh my
story
God, that
about
looks so good.
me playing God of War. I was like, these fights are getting pretty tough. Like, what difficulty am on? Normal? All right, great. Whatever, balance.
Ooh, ultra wide
well,
support. Look at that.
Incredible.
Ooh, I love that. Oh my gosh, this game is so good. And it includes the Valhalla DLC, which I guess everything does now.
Fate only binds you if you let it.
Anyways, long story short, I'd never leveled up any of my abilities. I had 11,000 experience with Kratos and like 4,000 experience with
That's what we call
Atreides,
hard
I call
mode.
him.
Man,
So
gosh,
now I have all the
Ragnarok
moves.
is such a good game.
I
Sorry,
can't watch this part.
Yeah, you can't.
Sweet.
September 19th.
Maybe my goal should be to beat it on PlayStation 5 before it hits my PC.
That's your goal. That's your goal. It's a glorious game. Oh wait,
Dude, it
what is this?
rules.
What is
It's
this?
awesome.
Soldiers and officials alike oppress the people for personal gain, and the people must turn to thievery for food.
Ooh.
Lunchbox, I liked Horizon as well. That game was
Omega
really fun.
Force or Walgreens?
Perhaps this is heaven's way of lamenting the state of the land.
So, Esper,
Men's
I don't
power
know
is
if
divine.
this looks like a Dynasty
even
Warrior
so,
style.
It does look like Dynasty Warriors, Esper.
I love horde mode games like that.
Dude, yes.
Dude.
My dad and I used to play. Oh yeah, this is Dynasty Warriors. Yeah. Oh my god.
Get him. Oh yeah.
See, I love that stuff.
Oh look, dude.
It is comical how good like that combat is.
Did you play the Zelda one?
Oh my gosh, yes, I played that one. Both Hyrule Warriors. Absolute glory.
A world in chaos, befitting of this stream.
No, for real.
A nameless hero arises, befitting of me.
No, what up? Dynasty Warriors Origins.
We're going back
cool.
so that we can go forward.
Coming in 2025. Infold.
Did I accidentally level 1 the game? Yes, I did.
Oh, look at this.
It wasn't a dream. We were really transported to Mirrorland.
Well, this is precious.
The path of a stylist is never easy.
The path of a stylist?
Stop it. Dude.
Ready for it? Ready.
Look at all the
Just
outfits.
think how many pictures you could take.
All the pictures. It's like Pokemon Snap.
Oh, but there's like game stuff in it too.
And a not Moogle. That's not a Moogle. Is she on the back of his head?
Oh, you can play as Cat?
As Cat? Who? Oh my god. And you fight monsters, but you do it with style. Oh, bees and bikes.
Oh, they have a bicycle.
And mosquitoes. Oh my gosh. This is Pokemon Snap if it were an anime. Is this
play
the whimsy?
new Pokemon Snap?
Sub, that's a good question. Is this the whimsy you were looking for? Look at those literally rolling hills.
Yeah, this is very whimsical.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
The style is great.
The swinging.
Oh, so they're showing off the photo mode.
I mean, it's clearly like, hey, Noctis, do you want to play this? We heard you like them photos. Infinity Nikki.
Is it you who pursues infinity? Or is infinity?
Oh my gosh, this is getting.
No, scary. No, scary.
This is getting
no,
dark.
Go back to the whimsy.
Go back to the whimsy, not the horror.
No spooks.
Oh, look at this. Stars are falling. Oh my gosh.
This is the same game?
No. Different game.
Okay.
What if it was the same game?
I pray for their grace.
Oh gosh.
All that
Their spirits just like
inferior
flooded from their bodies.
Why do we have to bear the consequences of such power?
Oh, this is a vibe I like.
If you can be the rat, I'm in.
Bet.
Wait, is that what the rat grows up into? I don't know.
These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
Oh, there's a baby on the back.
Oh.
Look at all the different classes.
With emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles. Rain
Oh.
fire from above.
Okay, this game looks cool. It is hard to fight with a baby on your back.
You know this from experience?
From experience, yes. Even with a baby Bjorn, it's very difficult to fight oppressors.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
It betrayed us. Oh, no, that just Ballad of Antara. That's cool.
You're gonna play that game.
That trailer cooked. I liked it. Next, Skydance's Behemoth. I love a good Behemoth. One of the original Chaos Monster. Oh, for PSVR 2. How cool is that?
Oh, you got one of them.
I do got one of them. See?
Okay, this is PSVR only, it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Hero and break the curse.
It's so hard to show trailers for VR games.
It is.
Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. That one was good.
That game was fun. I like VR.
And the gods that walk among us thirst for death.
Oh man, he's summoning them.
I like that they're not giving up on VR. Like, I'm curious to see how it has sold.
Me
but, like,
too.
it is awesome it just you have to have like really good hardware to run it. So like console VR has so much potential because it's just like a set.
PSVR 2 is really cool. I played the you know what game's fun in VR? Gran Turismo. That one works really, really well.
So I have a like full wheel cockpit pedal set with VR, like a full force feedback driving wheel.
Dude, fighting a giant.
It rules. It's the best.
That's awesome. Ooh, that
I played
head just got
Farming
sliced.
Simulator and drive the tractor with it.
Only monsters do.
Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that we're getting like robust stories. In VR.
Did you ever? Well, I guess you only have the PlayStation VR, so you haven't played like Asgard's Wrath or any of those other story games.
I haven't.
Asgard's Wrath was really cool. We'll talk about that some other time.
Servia.
It used scale really well. You would shrink down and become like the size of a mouse, and then you would go gigantic and look out over the whole map to manipulate terrain to do puzzles, to then
cool.
shrink back down and go through the obstacle course you just set up for yourself. Very creative. This is an Alien game?
This looks Aliens.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there they are. There's a new Alien movie coming out, I think maybe this fall, called Alien
Rogue
Romulus,
Incursion? Oh.
With a new director. Oh, it's PSVR. That would be so fun. Did you play Alien Isolation?
I never did.
That game's really
I'm not a
fun.
big Alien fan. Like movies, yeah.
Really? Which one's your favorite?
Alien movies?
Mm-hmm.
Probably the original.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
The first one?
I'm back on
yeah.
State of Play to introduce more exciting
Oh, wait,
titles
what is this?
coming to PlayStation.
Hi,
Starting
Sean.
with a highly anticipated PvP shooter, playable soon on PS5.
First Soldier. I miss First Soldier. Or Marvel. Oh.
Oh, is this the Marvel Overwatch?
It's Marvel Overwatch. We are Venom.
All realities converge here.
Sephiroth.
Destiny awaits.
It is a Marvel Overwatch. Kind of.
Stronger together.
Is that Thor? Yeah, that's Thor. And that's
Hela.
Thank you. Yes, that is her name. I knew she was from Thor Ragnarok.
Marvel Smash.
Oh, there's Raccoon. Oh gosh. Y'all.
Oh yeah, Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Healing power.
Team up activated.
I can see this being really fun for a lot of people who like Overwatch.
Yeah, I like Spider-Man.
This map just looks kind of like a 1-for-1 from Hanamura in Overwatch.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like it's like that's the little.
Whoa! Look at that! Little Spidey bots are holding that roof up. Could have used that in Baldur's Gate yesterday. Marvel Rivals.
Okay, let's see how mankind has conquered space.
All right, third person
Who
likes
are
it. Amy
you?
likes the diverse cast. Yeah, a lot of
It is
characters.
Yeah, that is pretty
Different
good.
Representation. Anybody in there?
Closed beta in July. Scarlet Spider. Okay.
Spooky game.
I feel like we're getting a lot of like a real surge of Asian
that.
mythology styled
That giant
games.
fish, I really like that fish.
This
Sorry,
is
you're
cool.
saying- We are getting a lot of mythology stuff.
Well, a lot of mythology, but specifically Eastern mythology, which I really like. And it felt like we were really on the Norse and Greek train for a really long time. So I'm glad that we're seeing more Eastern mythologies really surging in this era.
Eastern for us.
Yeah, Eastern for us. Right. And I don't mean like, Georgia. This is Georgia mythology.
Eastern as described as Eurocentrism.
Right. Where winds meet.
Where do they meet? In this game.
In
Looks
this game.
cool. I would play it just for the fish scene.
The fish was a great way to open that trailer, I'll say.
Hello, friends and fans. am super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway.
What is this?
Oh, this is a story. Like what was the one, the canyon?
Like the quarry?
The quarry.
Oh my gosh, this is
it's
like
gotta
the quarry.
be like
I
that.
love the quarry.
I loved that game.
That game was so good. I will buy this day and date.
I feel like someone's watching
Until
us.
dawn, they're saying? Okay.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Let's make this one trip we will never forget.
Whoa. Hello.
Is that Remy Malek?
Honestly, that's Remy Malek. Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Emily?
Oh my god.
Oh no, this is spooky, scary.
Prof, how much longer do you think the like ultra slowed down music in trailers has?
I think
until
you've
we
got
move to
25
another
more
trend?
years of that.
25 more years. So Hayden Panettiere's in here. Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Save the cheerleader, save the world. Great reference. Heroes. What a great show.
Thanks, Writer's Strike. Got that one good.
Seriously. I'm so in. This is so good. Until Dawn. Is this a remake? I don't even... Like, I know there's a game called Until Dawn, right?
I don't know.
I couldn't tell if that was a remake. It is. They're saying it's a remake.
Okay.
That's awesome. Path of Exile 2.
2?
Did you play Path of Exile?
Some, but it is quite a detailed game. I guess I didn't realize that they were coming out with this.
Grinding Gears Games. Oh, they're saying it is a remake. That's awesome. I never played the first one.
But each day descends.
Do you like action RPG? You like the Diablo 4, right?
I love Diablo 4, yeah.
Did you? The new season apparently improved some things.
Hmm.
The very earth is being poisoned.
But Path of Exile has this insane like skill tree. Like it's this gigantic, sprawling web of possibilities.
So this is like a Diablo type game. Cool.
It's an it's an action RPG.
Oh yeah, this is very Diablo-esque. Oh man, this is cool. I love Diablo. I played it split screen or couch co-op, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
I love a good couch co-op fighter like this. Let me tell you, Baldur's Gate 3 is tough. Split screen couch co-op.
You know what really was amazing was Gauntlet Legends back in the day.
Oh man, that game.
That game ruled.
Wizard. Couch co-op!
Couch co-op!
Yes! Well, I got a new game. Oh man.
That's
you know,
smart.
me and Krang are gonna blow this one up.
Oh, absolutely. I just love that name.
And crossplay.
Crossplay, all right.
Crossplay, couch co-op, cross progression.
PlayStation 5 and PS Vita.
Heck yeah! And this is like a shooter. This reminds me of Smash TV. You ever play that? Do you remember that game for Super Nintendo?
Smash TV.
Smash TV.
I don't know if I played that one.
Smash TV is so good. It's the main competitor to Diablo now.
Yeah.
Early access, late 2024. Count me in, baby.
Another one that just came out that some people were enjoying. That was another action RPG. I don't.
What I love about games like that is that they're kind of mindless, and the story is. Oh wait, hang on. I'm interested.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just.
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of.
Is this Silent Hill?
I'm looking for Silent Hill.
Oh, what?
Stay away. This town, there's something.
Is this Silent Hill 2 remake? I
with it?
think. Oh man, I love this.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
Could be.
Careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not.
I really want a game where one person is in VR and they like control the map and the enemies, and your friends have to like run through the levels and fight against the giant. That's somebody's got to have made or be working on.
I feel like Nintendo would do that.
Oh yeah, they did. It was Nintendo Land. It was the best game.
Nintendo Land, Wii U. Honestly, I loved the Wii U, and I put in easily 300, 400 hours into Nintendo Land. I loved that.
It was awesome.
Also, I was like a youth director back in that day, and that was great for youth groups.
I'll be good, I promise.
You know it's good when you had to like essentially keep the little tablet thing plugged in the whole time because it just you were gonna play it that long.
I miss that kind of asymmetrical gaming. So good. This is spooky, and I love it.
Spookum spoosh.
Hoven, I'm gonna block you for that one. Oh, it comes out the day before my birthday.
Oh, wow.
You can watch the Silent Hill transmission on the official Silent Hill YouTube.
Capcom announced
Would
this
play.
next game last December, offering just a glimpse of what's in store for their celebrated franchise.
Resident Evil.
Today, I am so excited to share the first full gameplay trailer for Monster Hunter
Oh,
Wilds.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
I like those glasses. Do you think I could do like?
They're released on PlayStation and PC.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get
The
things
glasses
set up
are.
and ready to go.
The glasses.
And then we can get started.
These are PSVR glasses.
PSVR glasses.
You bet.
I hope we find them soon.
This is a Monster Hunter game.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
That's what this game is?
Yeah. My only experience with Monster Hunter was the Final Fantasy XIV crossover event.
Oh.
I've never heard of
That
a
is
toy
pretty.
that's this big before.
It's
Oh,
really fun fighting
chocobos.
those big monsters.
If they were lizards.
What if it was just a Red Dead Redemption style game?
Red Dead Redemption, yeah. Another game I've never played.
Ooh. It's a good one.
Now to lead it away from the pack. We'll make for the desert.
Right.
Oh, I like that.
The sandstorm.
Let's run right into it.
Yeah, what you're supposed to do, run away from it? You'll never escape.
Oh, that is neat.
Now commencing the hunt by order of the guild.
Block, block. I have to play Red Dead Redemption 2 immediately? Uh-oh.
It really does.
Oh, man. I have such a backlog, though, and Baldur's Gate is going to take me 32 years.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterpiece.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like I do need to play it before GTA 6 comes out. Somebody challenged me to do a lecture play of Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out.
It's going to be a study on social issues.
Study on social issues, the religion of GTA. That'd be amazing. Oh, that was a good parry. Oh my gosh.
Fighting giant monsters in Monster Hunter.
It's always fun. Always.
But how you get there is always so tedious. It's just not my style. I know people like it, but
Subtext over here, RDR2, lots of greater than Baldur's Gate. Wow. Wow. One of your favorite gaming and gaming stories ever? That's awesome. High praise from Subtext. Subtext is a big story guy.
Yeah, there we go.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
It's spectacular. I got a cowboy hat and sat and put a scarf on my dog and
Man, if I ever streamed Red Dead Redemption 2, you better believe I'd be Cowboy Noctis the entire
you
time.
have to.
Oh, look at these little cuties.
Who is this?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Little cat guy.
I love cat guy.
Cat guy. Everybody's favorite from Monster Hunter. Ooh, desert. Asobi. Is this Astrobot? Was that the Astrobot? It's my boy! And dog. Cat.
Yes! That's like a Fennec Fox robot, right?
Fennec Fox. Robot. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, we're flying.
Lone Star says Red Dead Redemption 2 is on your Mount Rushmore. Do you think you have to do a Mount Rushmore for generations? Like, because like you can't, it's like
Yeah,
all time. I don't know. There's so many games.
That's so. Look at this.
Look at him go.
Oh my gosh, Astrobot kart. It's like Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh, Diddy Kong Racing.
I know. And now we're running. Oh, flamingos.
Go, buddy, go. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, y'all! I love this. Look at that cute little puppies.
There's a dog.
Little Torgals. Oh, listen to the music.
It's awesome. Dude, he's singing to us.
Oh God, this is bringing back memories of COVID in the best way.
Surely it's going to be multiplayer, right?
Oh man, Astrobots.
It's gotta be.
Is that a casino? Is that
Like one
Casino
person
Night
gets to play
Zone
the
from
dog.
Sonic?
This reminds me so much of the new Kirby.
Oh my God, this is so
came out.
cute. Talk about whimsy. That Astrobot had hair.
Parappa-da-rappa-bot!
Parappa-da-rappa-bot! Oh my God, look at that. This is so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a plane! What if this is how they announced the PlayStation Pro? It was just a very elaborate. That is.
This has to be multiplayer.
I love that octopus has boxing gloves. Look at these boss fights. This is so cool.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be so fun.
I cannot wait. This is my game of the show right now. Oh, Splatoon! Take that. Zelda. I'm just listing off Nintendo franchises in the PlayStation. Okay.
Astrobot. IP theft.
IP theft. Oh my gosh, this is so charming. Oh, there's Kratos.
This is smart of them to do. Like
Yeah,
Astrobot being their transcendent character.
Yes, this is so good. This is such a great mascot for them.
Very creative.
Oh, I love it. Astrobot.
It's got, yeah.
Day
multiplayer,
one, buy it.
Couch co-op.
Please, God, make it couch co-op.
Oh, you got to. Look, these have got to be the other one.
September 6th, baby. I will buy that day one. I love
Be sure
that.
to visit PlayStation blog for more on the games you just saw, as well as PlayStation.com for the latest on Days of Play.
Thank you.
This global celebration runs through June 12th, with deals on PlayStation Store, great new content coming to PlayStation Plus, and much more.
Thank you. A lot of good deals on the PlayStation Store right now for Days of Play, by the way.
There's a free game that's like a local multiplayer one that's supposedly really fun. I downloaded. It's on there. It's called,
Look at that. Thanks for watching, and that's a wrap, everybody.
Oh, wow. That was fun.
That was pretty good. I was a big fan of that. That was great. That was so good. Oh, no, my camera is all jacked up. I don't know what happened. Oh, I do know what happened.
You ended the stream.
We ended the stream.
Well, do your stream to me.
Yeah, oopsies. I don't know what happened here. I think I moved some things. Hey.
What does this look
Hi.
like? What does
I
it
don't
look
know.
like?
This is madness. I'm going to move some things around real quick.
I'm very zoomed in. Hello.
Yeah, something has happened very erroneously. So let me just.
Hello.
I'm going to make us normal again.
Okay, I'll riff here while you get it.
Thank you.
So Sports Friends is the name of the game. It was a PS4 game, and it's like a couch co-op party game. You can use the Move controllers, or you can play with the controller. It's supposedly very fun, and it is currently free on the PlayStation Store. You just go to the
so good.
PlayStation Store, download Sports Friends. You get it for free, $15 value. Don't say I never did anything for you.
Yeah, you are doing so good.
Meanwhile. No, I love. I'm watching the stream in my other monitor, and it is. I love our.
This is what we call. This is what we call professional Noctis. Everybody, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this together before Summer Games Fest next week. I'll tell you that.
There it is. I'm actually doing a pretty good job moving.
Yeah, you're. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, look, we're almost. Well, we're overlapping. It's very clear. It's like a child's first time in Photoshop. That's what's happening right now.
Baby's first Photoshop.
Baby's first Photoshop.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Oh my gosh.
I enjoyed that. They did a good job presenting in a quick, rapid pace too.
Yeah.
Like that was like not a lot of developer commentary, because that's like it's kind of part of it. Most excited? What do you think?
I'm most excited for Astrobot. I mean, seriously, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I loved Astrobot. It fills me with great memories of my honeymoon period with PlayStation and COVID.
Great memories of COVID.
But, I'm like the one guy that had a good memory of COVID, right? But, like, that was, like, a good, nice moment.
That's awesome. Yeah, Astrobot looks like a lot of fun. I'm interested to try out some of the other shooters. I love a good thing that you can jump in with friends and play. I'm interested to see if they're going to be free to play or if they're going to cost.
Subtext says that Astrobot's going to be pretty big, about 80 levels, apparently. That's awesome.
80
levels of Astrobot. And, like, that's incredible. Like I could have kept playing Astrobot for quite a time. Yeah. So like beyond Astrobot, there were some really cool things that we saw, right? How are you in like the PvP shooter, like kind of a battle royale Overwatch style, not even battle royale, just like that Overwatch style strategy shooter sort of thing?
So I
Do you like
played
those?
the mess out of a lot of those.
Okay.
So I've got at least a couple hundred hours in Overwatch, played a lot of it, played it really like tried to like rank up and stuff. I was terrible. And I like the team-based shooters. Shooters are some of my favorite games to play with friends.
Yeah.
So when you can put a spin on it and get everybody together having a good time.
Now your gameplay style is a little bit different from mine. You're a big gameplay. Like your mode of just video gaming is gameplay, whereas mine is like I will suffer through the worst gameplay I've ever experienced for the sake of a good story or lore drop.
Yeah,
so
it has to
we
feel
differ, yeah.
Yeah, it has to feel good. I like the actual mechanics of playing the game has to feel tight.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, it's going to have to be like either really funny or really compelling.
So this is why, for me, Concord looks really interesting.
Okay.
Because they did a great job of showing these characters. And for me, it's not just characters that you can play as, but it's characters that I can really sink my teeth into their relationships, their backstory, all that kind of stuff. So I'm immediately interested in Concord, even though that gameplay style is not something that is immediately interesting to me.
You want to be lived in the character. I mean, Overwatch did a good job of that, right? Because you had some really creative, and Overwatch really is like the kind of game to compare a lot of these to at this point, even though it's not even really the same game anymore. And now Overwatch 2 is out. So without getting into what I would say like the downfall and struggles of Overwatch, just the core concept that seemed to really land with people and make it happened when Jeff Kaplan was running the show, and he was just amazing. And I think they owe a lot of their success for that game to him. Was the characters were like they felt lived in, right? They did a good job giving like the little cutscenes for the characters. There was like a strong lore, but each of the characters felt really good and unique. They had different like weights and speeds and feels. Like I love to play support characters in games like that. I think having like tactical stuff that you can do to impact the battlefield, healing, kind of CC moves where you can do some crowd control is really fun. So Anna, which was one of the characters in Overwatch, was a sniper healer, and that was the coolest because usually as like the sniper, you're like on attack and you're never with the team. But she had a really fun kit and gameplay. So as somebody who likes to play shooters and play healers, but I don't want to play like a Mercy or a Lucio as much where it's like an aura for him or it's just a stream that just connects. It felt like it really rewarded mechanical skill and you could impact the game. So it was fun. So if they do something like that where the character design is good and it feels impactful and the roles feel important, then I could see there being a lot of opportunity for games like that to grow, because I think there's a vacuum for those kind of games right now. And I think Valve, like we talked about, is stepping into it. It seems like Sony had some stuff in the pipeline, but games take so long to develop, right? You got to put stuff in process and then the trends can shift just like that. So I'm interested to see how the reception is and how it takes off.
I think that's a really great point. You know, and this kind of goes to something that you and I have been talking about a little bit off stream, but the other day, friend of the show, Night Sky Prince in SP, he put out a series of videos about making AAA games and how live service games are kind of becoming this whole thing for money making sort of thing. I am interested in this game, even though it could correspond to that live servicey sort of model, because it seems to be pairing that with some of what I love with the single player story elements. If it's able to pull that off, and honestly, I think that that's the way that games may need to go in the future. You have some real, if you can get the best of both worlds, then maybe you can get somebody like me into a live service game. And at the same time, maybe you're going to get these people that love live service games into some of these story. Subtext says that they are looking into, or they said there will be weekly story updates. That's cool.
Okay, now that's interesting.
That's interesting because that may be kind of that best of both worlds, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have games that are leaning into that, and it really helps people connect with what it is. I think it makes it expensive to do, which to the article that you referenced point, getting to profitability can be kind of hard. So, you know, there's either that usually like low or free entry level cost, and then like these microtransactions, DLC stuff that kind of goes, because you have to have some sort of ongoing revenue stream to really support a game like that well, or you have to start off with kind of it all built in and like limited play. So I'm interested to see where it goes, but if they're interested in launching it as an IP, it seems like they're making a lot of investments into the characters and the character design. And so if they're feeling like they can get some good return if it catches on and really build that story live, I think you're right. They could really attract a diverse audience, especially if the gameplay feels tight and fair, because balance and fair experiences are really important for engaging those kinds of audiences.
Wesley LeBlanc over from Game Informer writes that Firewalk says that every week when you log on to Concord, you'll be treated to a short cutscene vignette teaching you more about the characters. So what it sounds like is that they're going to give you a lens through which to play that particular week. And maybe it's going to be story, maybe it's going to expand upon the characters more, but there is going to be sufficient lore drop. That's kind of the thing. Like my question is, why are we fighting? What is the goal and stuff? So if you're giving me small little episode vignettes, then that may be enough to satiate that desire for me.
Well, and surely
that could be interesting.
Will impact gameplay and environments if they're taking that level of detail. So if they bring maps in and out of rotation, because like stale map design where people kind of optimize play and that kind of stuff is some of the challenge for games like that. Because the question is this: how do you get your friends who are into competitive games, especially shooters like that, with your friends who are less into it, but have both of them have a fun and engaging time? And the games that tend to solve that well tend to be really successful.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because there does seem to be a divide. I almost want to say it's a generational divide, but I don't think it's that simple, where you get incredibly cinematic single player experiences and people that love that, and then a very younger generation that it seems to me that can't quite cross over to that threshold, because there's just this kind of, I don't want to say a dopamine hit of what's happening in a lot of these gameplay loops. But again, I just think that the chasm between these two experiences can be bridged a little bit better than it has. So Esper asks, like Fortnite does with some chapters of its season pass. Yeah, maybe like that. I would hope that it's a little bit more than that. But I don't know.
Lady, to your point, Overwatch was intended to have like a rich PvE experience as part of like the characters, and then they just never really did it. Like you got a couple seasonal events where you got like a taste of what it was, but it was just kind of bots doing things. And so it was supposed to have this really rich, robust PvE thing that would go in as a companion to the multiplayer. And I'm not really sure what happened there, and I don't know if we'll ever really know what happened, but I think that's when it all kind of fell apart.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just do a quick rundown of what we saw. We've talked a little bit about Concord. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs middle on Concord. How interested are you?
I'm interested if they pull it off. Like it's one of those games where if I enjoy it and my friends can get into it, I could see us playing a good bit of it, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm the only one that I know that's kind of interested in it, that's going to be a challenge, because that's not really how or why I play games anymore.
I think I'm kind of like leaning up, but maybe in the middle, right?
I'm certainly curious.
Yeah, I'm curious. The second game that they showed was God of War Ragnarok on PC. I mean, God of War Ragnarok, thumbs way up. And so I love when games go to PC.
Love it.
Because it just expands the reach and the influence of that. So I think it's a great move for them. You're playing Ragnarok. You're loving that?
I am really having a great time. But my brother said it best. He said, nobody does spectacle like God of War.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just, you want to play it on the, like, either the biggest screen that you can or as close to whatever screen you're playing it on, with the best headphones or big sound systems so you can feel every boom and shake. And I think that game is going to be awesome with, like, widescreen support and on, like, a really nice PC. Like that game is going to feel really smooth.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some really cool stuff that you're going to be able to do, because I think they're going to unlock that kind of render scale and really let the machine do the work. So that'll be fun. And I know a lot of people who just wait for all the PlayStation exclusives to come to PC at this point. So yeah, great addition. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Next up, I'm going to put this behind us, so
That's
maybe they can see that just a little bit. Not a ton, but you'll be able to see a little bit of it. There we go. Next, we had Dragon Warrior Origins. Not Dragon Warrior. Oh man, Dynasty Warriors Origins. So I mean, let me see if I can just manipulate us a little bit here. Just move us both around here in real time. Vamp for us. There we go. And I'll make.
Oh, dude, my timing is really working.
Your timing is so good. Oh, look how good that is. So yeah, that's so good. So next we have Dynasty Warriors Origins. You're a big Dynasty Warrior fan. Is that true? Do you like them?
I loved those games when I was a kid. I still like them now. They put out a lot of them, and not a ton of it is particularly unique enough or compelling for me to revisit the franchise for any substantial length.
Yeah.
But for about one weekend a year, I pull one up, probably one that's on Game Pass maybe, and get together with some friends, and we just chew through hordes of enemies, and we have a great time. So that's my relationship with the game. I think it's great. I know a lot of people really love it and are very excited to have a new entry into the series. So I'm excited for them, and I'm excited to get to it. We'll see what they do with it, but for me, not my faves. But I do love the IP.
Makes a lot of money.
Does it?
I believe it does. I could be wrong about that, but I think it makes them a really good amount of money. For me, Dynasty Warriors, my dad, my brother, and I used to play that. Again, couch co-op. I think that those kind of origin stories, me and my brother or me and my dad playing these kind of couch co-op games, that's why I still love couch co-op games. Like my friendship, when they took couch co-op away from Halo, that was a sad day for me. And that's fine. I just moved in more TVs and screens into the game room or whatever.
No, that's tough. That was a special moment in time.
It really was. I'm glad to have been a part of it. Dynasty Warriors, I'm kind of middle on it personally.
I'm glad there's another one. I'm glad that people will be happy with it.
People will be happy. Now, this next game, Infinity Nikki. This was the Pokemon Snap game that I kept calling. But it's
she's a stylist.
Yeah, the anime dress-up game Love Nikki will make its PlayStation 5 debut with Infinity Nikki. And this brief trailer showed vast open worlds and our heroine dancing with local wildlife in separate biomes. The trailer ended with an announcement of a test. Now, all of this is coming to us from GameStop.com. Everybody, just FYI, I want to give them credit. But yeah, what did you think of Infinity Nikki? There's some whimsy.
I love the direction that a lot of this stuff is moving. I think we've got different play experiences, different focuses to what people play. I think it looked like people who enjoy some action RPG elements could really enjoy it. And if you want to engage with the whimsy, find your appropriate level of challenge and then pursue, style and customization. People love these games and they're great. And I think I'm excited that there are more that are being made. So I know a number of people who might get really into this game. I will thoroughly enjoy hanging out with them while they play it.
And that's where I am too. This game clearly is not for me personally. If somebody's playing it and passes me the controller, I'll give it a shot and have some fun with it and dress very stylish with my cat and ride on the cat's back. There's a character from Final Fantasy V that this particular cat looks like to me. Kryl, also in Final Fantasy XIV, wears a very similar cat hood. So that is...
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. The very rare Final Fantasy V reference from Prof Noctis, everybody.
I do want that camera.
I want that camera exactly.
Gold cat ears with a viewfinder in one of the ears.
Yeah, that's amazing. Though if that, by the way, if this front of it is the if that's how you push the button to take a picture, I feel like it is backwards. But that is anyway, it just seems odd. But nonetheless, Infinity Nikki. Happy for the people that are happy about it. Now, this one was confusing because Ballad of Antara, I thought that we took a dark turn in Infinity Nikki when we were watching this trailer.
They rolled right into each other.
It felt seamless. And I was like, oh,
really
Nikki has gone rogue and dark, and there is a baby on this person's back. Here's what GameStop says. Next up was Ballad of Antara, a dark fantasy action RPG from Infold Games and Tipsworks Studio. We see a man wielding a large sword accompanied by a woman with a bow who are escorting a small child on the samurai's back. That feels like word salad, but it is a game.
It looks like Death Stranding with more of a papoose and weapons.
Say that one more time. Did you say?
I'm just kidding. It's just because there's a baby that you carry around. There's no other reason.
This is actually Death Stranding 2.
This is it.
The baby has grown into an adolescent and is riding on your back.
There's been actually a lot of. We don't want to talk about Death Stranding 2. This one looked fun.
Yeah,
the combat looked interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely love the style.
Yeah.
And
the style was
like it.
Stunning.
Yeah, I like
Really
it when
pretty.
things feel like they have good weight to them. Like things
Yeah.
feel punchy and like they don't feel like when your weapon hits something and it takes a minute to like show that it's actually encountered something rather than just like slicing through and then tossing up a number, like I really like when things have more like interaction there.
Yeah.
And with like the weapon models and stuff like that. And it looks really creative. So if they take that same kind of creativity and apply it to the combat and the story is decent, I could definitely see me watching you play this game.
Yeah, I'm a thumbs up on this one. Like I'm interested in this one. It looks like a lot of different play styles. It looks interesting. I could have some fun with this. Next up, we moved into the PSVR 2 component of the event with Skydance's Behemoth. This one looked rad to me. Let me just kind of
scale is everything in VR. Like when games are creative and cool and take advantage of like scale, it's I think a really great use of the medium.
I mean, look at this. I mean, can you imagine being in VR, looking up and like, holy smokes, that is just so cool and so scary. I love to feel immersed in VR rather than feeling like I'm playing VR trying to be immersed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, just clawing your way towards it. A couple things that I thought were interesting in that trailer as far as VR and some of the problems, and I know we don't want to stick on it too much, but they made a point of showing your weapons colliding against each other and your weapons colliding against the opponents. So, that's one of the immersion breaking things in VR is when there's no resistance. And so they have to get the haptics right and the visuals have to match for when you know that you've like hit something because there's nothing to actually limit you. So in those kinds of games, I thought it was interesting that they made sure that they showed like, hey, look, I'm tapping my weapons together. There's probably some noise that's happening here that like this was blocked and like my arm had stopped. So I'm curious to see how they implement that. And there's some creative ways to do it, but I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really cool. I have a PSVR too. It is, it's kind of a niche experience. It's not for everybody, but I love that they are having this kind of creativity. They haven't given up on PSVR. And I think that they actually said, Sony announced that they were working toward, or maybe even compatible now, expanding PSVR to include PC support. And so just continuing to extend that kind of brand, which I think is a great idea. The controllers are great. My only complaint with PSVR 2, and this isn't about the game, but just the system as a whole, it is still tethered. And I think as long as you've got that wire, that cable, you're going to run into some basic issues. I like to play. I don't know how you've done VR, if you've done a lot of VR, but like I like to play in like a gaming chair or an office chair, desk chair, some sort of wheelie thing, and I just kind of go in circles, right? That's how I played the entirety of Resident Evil 7. That is how I've done like the Star Wars games, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It creates a level of immersion that I really love. Jeffrey, shout out to Final Fantasy 15 Monsters of the Deep. To this day, my favorite VR game. I would say Resident Evil 7, but I loved the fishing Final Fantasy 15 VR. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shocker, right? It was just so fun because you look over and like there's Prompto and Gladio, and then like when me and Noctis went fishing, it was like,
yeah, you loved it.
I love that.
That's great.
So. The next VR game, Alien Rogue Incursion. You said that you're a bit more of an Alien fan than I am.
Yeah,
what did this do for you?
We didn't see much, right? But you got to see probably the best graphics that you're going to see in an Alien. So in the dynamics of the games and the movies, it's this kind of tension, horror, like the anticipation and what might happen is just as engaging and shocking as what will happen. Then things happen very, very suddenly and violently, and then you kind of have to figure it out. So it's one of those games where the absence of noise is as powerful as the noise or more powerful because they exist in contrast. So we saw a scene where they're walking around with the motion detector. So it was that green thing. And so it senses motion. So that has some beeps to it. And so I imagine you'll be hunting things down and it'll be terrifying and really fun. So I can't imagine this not being fun and engaging for people like it. But spooky VR games are for a certain segment of the population because it sometimes is too spooky and people really don't like it. So
yeah, but
we'll see.
I'll tell you, if you like horror games, if you like the horror genre, there is nothing better than a good horror VR game. Oh my gosh. Like,
it's terrifying.
It's absolutely terrifying. Resident Evil 7, one of the top horror terrifying experiences of my life. Sold VR for me personally, but it was great.
VR is we're gonna stick with it, and it's gonna be good, and it's gonna be impactful.
Yeah,
it just is taking a while to get there. So
it is, and they've got to figure out the motion sickness thing. Now there is one really interesting thing. What was it? I think Disney came out with this pad or something that you can walk on.
Yeah, the OmniPad thing.
The OmniPad. I think that that's a game changer when it comes to VR. Like you're able to sync that up one day, and I think you're going to be golden.
You wear your little
we're not there
friction,
yet.
You wear your friction shoes. You buckle yourself in at the waist. Yeah, I mean I've done it, and it's.
Oh, you've done it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's good, and it's definitely better than just kind of standing still.
Yeah.
Really where VR gets you is like frame rate, not dropping frames, and then input lag, right? Like that's where a lot of the motion sickness comes from with VR. So it's really a balance. Like VR is best with stylized graphics and limited point of view. So, like a Beat Saber is really good. Best implementation of VR to date is probably Half-Life Alyx. I don't know if anybody's ever
I've
played
not
that
played
one.
it, but that is literally what everybody says.
It's unbelievable. And so it's really good, and you feel, it's just Valve makes a game. They only do it because there's something to be said, and it's a new iteration. So don't get me started.
Fair enough. So Alien Rogue Incursion. Next we had Marvel Rivals. This do anything for you? I like Marvel. I mean, if I'm honest,
I'm happy for other people.
Other people are really going to love this. I can think of like kids and middle schoolers that are going to absolutely go nuts over this, playing as their favorite heroes and stuff. Again,
character design looks awesome. Good representation.
Looks fun to play. It's just not mine,
Yeah, I mean, if it's free to play, I could definitely see myself downloading it and playing it. I can't see myself paying for it personally, but that's just me.
But if I have friends with kids and they're into this, these characters and stuff, you better believe, like Christmas presents, birthday presents, is like, let me give them, if the game is free to play, then they're going to get like some Marvel Rivals bucks or whatever.
And I would boot it up to play with like family, right? So if the gameplay is fun and engaging and it's accessible, then, I love games that help bridge different styles and preferences. So if it's approachable for people who more like Marvel than games, right? And it's easy to play, great entry. If I can connect with, some family or, friends, then I'm always interested.
And I think Esper's exactly right. One thing that's really interesting about this particular game is that it is third person fighting and stuff. So which I think is a win for this. If it's a first person sort of thing, you don't get to see your iconic Marvel character on screen. And if you're going to play a Marvel game, you want to see that character on screen. First
kind of more
person doesn't do it
brawl
for it.
oriented to like probably more AoE attacks, that kind of stuff.
I think it's smart. So good business move. Who's making that one? NetEase.
NetEase. Cool. I'll look up some of the other stuff that they've done.
So the next game, this one looked really cool to me. It's called Where Winds Meet. It says next was the Souls-like action game. I love that. Where Winds Meet, which first debuted during the previous State of Play. I did not remember this game from that State of Play. The brief gameplay trailer showed multiple fights against a few massive boss-style enemies. No release window confirmed, but the game can be wish-listed now. This game looked rad. I love a Souls-like. I loved the it looked to be, and again, I'm not entirely sure on this, it looked to be Japanese mythology. This was the game with the big fish at the beginning, right? Or was that a different
this
game?
is big. Yeah, this is Big Fish game.
Yeah, this looked awesome. I was really in.
Yeah. I'll
Giant
just note
koi
on Marvel Rivals. NetEase makes mostly mobile and mobile adaptations, so I think it's going to be maybe on phone, tablet, PS5. It might be one of those games that's just kind of multi-platform, which makes sense given the graphics that we saw.
Yeah.
So if they're going to make it super approachable like that, then you could see a lot of people playing it for sure.
Kids,
But
parents.
good graphics for that kind of game. I mean,
great.
Had some stuff going on. So we didn't get to see much. I'd like to see more. Style looked interesting, but
yeah, interested in it. Want to see more. I would love a gameplay demo of that one. Would love to see.
I need to see the fish. I need to see the fish again.
I need to see the fish. I need to see it, and if I can catch it in VR with Noctis, all the better. Okay. Next, Until Dawn remake. Did you ever play Until Dawn?
No.
I never did either, but you know what? I'm here for this one.
Might be a good foray.
Here's what I love. So it says spooky new gameplay footage for the upcoming Until Dawn remake, the 2014 interactive teen slasher movie, which is being rebuilt by Ballistic Moon. Now, chat, maybe you can help us with this. In the original Until Dawn, did they have these same actors? Like surely not, right?
Let's look at it.
Yeah.
Let's look it up.
It was the same actor. So for this remake, have they just retooled it, like as far as the graphics are concerned? Or is this a ground up? Did the actors come back in and re-record? Like this?
No, looks like it's the same one. Hayden Panettiere, Peter Stormare, and Rami Malek.
Rami Malek. There we go.
Okay, there it is. We were like, is that Rami Malek?
That's him. Graphics are insane.
Cool.
Visual blow up. So
I'll avoid spoilers for it and look forward to that. Would be a fun one to play together.
Interesting. So probably not a re-record, just like a major visual up-res, an audio up-res. It looks like. So I'll play the crap out of that. And it comes out. Isn't that the one the day before my birthday? No. September, like October 8th is somebody's. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, that game looked rad. Really excited about it. Path of Exile 2. Oh, yeah. This is like the Diablo competition.
Yeah, but that's... it's already out on PC and stuff. So it's just... I think it's just...
Sure. I mean, it's just being ported over to PlayStation 5. But for those of us
it's a great game.
Don't play
People
on
like
PC.
I think it's cool.
It's like a brand new game for
us. I think you really like it.
Yeah, let's see. New gameplay, multiple classes.
I could be wrong. I'll check.
I don't know. PS5 and Xbox will have couch co-op with cross progression. Okay.
So it's good. That's good.
Hey, I love that.
I love the dropping of a lot of the exclusivity.
Silent Hill was the one before my birthday. Thank you, Esper. Appreciate that. Okay.
Which is the last one?
Which is the next one. Silent Hill 2 remake, the long-awaited Silent Hill 2 remake. Comes out October 8th. Yeah, baby. We're going to do that. October's going to be fun because I'm probably going to play that one on stream with you all.
That'll be fun.
Listen to me squeal and scream. You think I scream in Liza P? Just get ready. Silent Hill 2. Environments and enemies. A few demonic nurses having a run-in with Pyramid Head itself. How about that?
This is a nice school photo right there.
Yeah, isn't that great?
It's a pipe.
It's very pleasant. This is whimsical, if you will. So
this is
whimsy.
When I said whimsy, I meant whimsy.
Yeah, this is whimsy. See. So Silent Hill 2 remake, I'm into that. Next we had Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan. Any Monster Hunter fans in the chat? Did this do it for you? Yeah, few of you. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of Monster Hunter. Lady Experiment, you're a Monster Hunter fan? Right on. Graphics on Monster Hunter did look insane, sub. Yeah.
Yeah, they did look good.
Okay, people in the chat popping for Monster Hunter.
The fight, you would really like just the fights against the monsters. They're really unique. Like in one of the more recent ones, one of the early fights is against like a flying squirrel that is also like a Pikachu electric shock, but he's gigantic and you have to climb up to its nest and like rustle it loose, and then like it flies away and you have to chase it down. They're very creative. It's just all the gobbledygook in the beginnings and middle and all the weapons and the stats and
I just gobbledygook, you know what I'm saying?
Can't spend time on it. They're like, oh, you gotta go down to Shimtown and get the Quickalizer, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. Monster Hunter, it's just a game that I've never really gotten into, but this looks awesome for people. Like the graphics, the environments, I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. I love this. The gameplay loop is something that has never super appealed to me, but if there was a Monster Hunter that could get me, it's this one. It looks like so.
Amy, grinding and gear crafting is the nicer way to say what I said. Thank you.
Grinding and gear crafting.
That's exactly.
Yeah, Amy's speaking some truth to me. You're selling me on it, and Amy's like, "Wake up! You're gonna hate this, Rob."
Come out of your stupor.
That's so good. Yeah, subtext. I did see Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis crossover this week because again, Final Fantasy VII will cross over with anything except Fortnite, which is where they would really, I think, do well. But again, that's not to knock Monster Hunter. People love this game.
You're gonna get Cloud in Smash Brothers, and you're gonna like it.
Listen, I just want. I am not a fan of Fortnite. Okay, like I don't play it. But
take it easy. You'll anger the spirits.
If Cloud Strife were in Fortnite, your boy would play the crap out of Fortnite. Move over, Ninja. Noctis is coming. Ninja plays Fortnite, right? That's like his thing.
At one point he did, and he was very famous.
I think now he plays golf. I saw so.
Oh, really? Jealous.
So, yeah, I love golf. So now, the creme de la creme, the Astrobot. Yes. They saved the best for last, baby. Torgal has changed. This is the Bulldog timeline. And that's a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth joke.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just FYI. This game looks adorable, and I
love it. Excited.
Cannot wait.
I want to be the dog.
I want to be the bot. So
those looks are great.
We began talking with this. It's so good. I'm excited for this game. The huge dub for PlayStation. So glad that they found their mascot and like this is it.
To have him transcend the IPs and to be able to take the riffs from all the different games, like yes, you absolutely you got to do it. It's brilliant.
Well, yeah, and that's exactly it. I think that the idea of transcending the IPs. The excitement for me in finding the Buster Sword in the Astrobot demo on the PlayStation 5 during my COVID stay, nothing delighted me more, right? It's like, I love that game. Awesome. I know that game. And then I would find other Easter eggs all the way through. And like,
it's going to keep the pacing in such a good spot, too.
It is, and it introduces new generations to the franchises that make PlayStation great. And just a smart idea. Kudos to them. And the gameplay is super fun.
Yeah, I think everybody's trying to get like Marvel Cinematic Universe scale crossover of their IPs, right? Like you have all your DC stuff, and then everybody's trying to get all their characters and get them all connected so that they can kind of cross pollinate and get them excited. This is a great way to do it.
Yeah,
this is great. It just has to be fun enough, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, the fact that somebody said, let's turn the PlayStation into a rocket ship and fly it around. Like,
I love it.
Like make the machine itself a character. Like, I don't know if another company gets away with that really well. Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo like capitalizes on that kind of thing, turning their
yeah, they do good.
Yeah, but if Sony to lean into that is just so stinking good. Yeah, there will definitely be a Final Fantasy VII reference in this game. They ain't showing that in the trailer. They're not showing that in the trailer.
And
so, 100%.
Somebody had mentioned that there are maybe like 80 something levels.
Yeah, Sub mentioned there's 80 levels. I think that's awesome. I love that. So overall for me, I mean, there was enough in this state of play for me that's like, hey, I'm pretty excited about playing some PlayStation.
They did an awesome job. This was such a good way to do it. It wasn't self-aggrandizing. It was, listen, this is what we have coming up. We're going to announce it like a few days before, and it's going to premiere, and we're just going to show you kind of some updates, and it's great. I think in the vacuum of a lot of the game announcements and conferences and things like that, we don't really know how everybody's going to kind of communicate their new stuff. So it's kind of an interesting year for that. And I think the hype train on a lot of the way that some of these things got announced, and then when you extend development cycles, it makes it really difficult for people to stay engaged, because you have a couple things that happen that are interesting. One, games inevitably get delayed, and so then people just lose their mind. Like, I mean, when was the new Skyrim announced by Todd Howard? Like 3 years ago or whatever, and it was just like, man, we're working on it. It's like we knew you were working on it. Like, you'd like, and so the second thing that happens is that you get scope creep. Okay. And so it's the same thing that happens with an early access game, where they show you just a little bit of what it could be, and the internet goes wild talking about what it could be and creates an impossible game that you couldn't ever make. And everybody thinks it's going to be the version of the game with the mechanics and the things that they want because of the ideas that it assembles, which leads to like an ultimate massive letdown. I think they learned a huge lesson with No Man's Sky and the PlayStation and that release. That game is fantastic. It is so different from what it came out. They have continuously updated it, but they just launched it. They said it was this, and they built the hype way too high. And so I think they're just really trying to make sure that things can actually deliver now. And I think this stuff like this is a step in the right direction.
Well, it's smart. And, you know, for the people in our chat and the people that watch this channel, you know the pain, because many of you were disappointed with Final Fantasy 15. And the reason you were disappointed with Final Fantasy 15, besides some of the development stuff, is because you wanted Final Fantasy Versus 13, and they just showed it too early, right? I mean, that's what it was. And then it completely changed from that original product. And so now I think that we're getting into a rhythm of, we're going to show you the things that we are good to go on in the next quarter. And I think that that's smart, right? So to your point, number one. Number two, this particular state of play is for some very specific players. There's some things for the hardcore gamers, right? I think that the Wins game, what was it? I forget what it was called.
Where Winds Meet.
Where Winds Meet. Thank you.
Where Winds Meet.
Where Winds Meet. And Until Dawn, Silent Hill 2, that's going to cover, for the most part, your hardcore people. But these are some of the games as well that are going to appeal to you know, a lot of the kids, a lot of the kind of niche gamers, families that really like me and my dad, right? Playing Dynasty Warriors Origin. They're showing off some PC stuff.
Good spread of types.
And so they're showing a diversity of games here. And I think it's a smart marketing move a week before Summer Games Fest. We are going to see some PlayStation games at Summer Games Fest. Now, is it going to be Kingdom Hearts 4? Is it going to be the next Naughty Dog? Who knows, right? But I think that it's smart to get some of these games out of the way. Updates on already announced games, and some games that are going to be more niche in appeal.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And maybe we don't fully unpack it here. Maybe we take it into another show or whatever. But given the rising cost of games on release,
oh boy,
and given everyone's typically limited budgets, or even, let's just say, even time budgets, right? With how long these games take, you have a crowded space where people want to play these games. Do you partially think that some of this is what's coming up in the next 2 quarters, is to not over project what's coming so that people decide to buy something or not because they're like, well, I'm actually kind of waiting for this, and like I'm gonna spend 80 to $100 on a new game, and I know this one's coming out soon, or I'd rather do this. Like I think, like, if you have a limited budget, there's got to be some comparison shopping going on.
There's a strategy to that for sure. So for the next quarter, here's some things to get really hyped about. If you own the PlayStation brand, if you're a parent particularly that has some kids and they see something like Astrobot, it's like, yeah, I want that for my birthday, or I want that for Christmas. Well, you can go ahead and like plan on that without them saying, well, there's another game coming out in November or January or February of next year. So it does kind of give that window of, for this time period, these are the games that we have to select without knowledge of the next. So for adults, it's a little bit different, right? Because I mean, we have things like budgets for ourselves and discretionary income and stuff. But for a lot of people as well, that may be a factor.
But I think we go into the time economy for the working adult too, right? Like I think everybody who is on my screen right now and in this chat probably has some sort of backlog for their games, right? Like you have games that you just have been meaning to get to, that you bought on sale and you wanted to play, or iconic ones that everybody said you've always played. But it's really hard, depending, especially on your play style. Like if you like to get really detailed and in-depth for a game, it can be really difficult because you have to commit 40 to 60 to 80 hours. And in your economy of time, which is just as finite as your budget, depending on who you are, that's an interesting challenge that we're facing. So things have to be exciting enough to demand my immediate attention, or you'd rather wait for a sale or the PC port or things like that. And we're seeing a lot more of that these days.
Well, that's exactly right. And like for me right now, I'm playing Lies of P and Baldur's Gate 3. There are other games that I could be buying right now, but I'm playing last year's games, because the backlog is ever growing and I got to hit it at some point. So
I think we need to do a segment on backlogs and the psychology.
Write that down. Hey everybody, we have gone a little longer than I was anticipating, but there's a lot to talk about tonight, and this is just fun. And we also did some newsy stuff at the beginning. So
see, we're talking about games. Yeah, I love games. That's why you're here. Welcome to the chat. Be nice to each other. We're talking about games.
Well, everybody, if you liked this, then you want to check us out next Friday. We will be doing a live reaction to Summer Games Fest. So hope that you'll join us for next Friday Summer Games Fest, where you will get all of this and maybe a little bit of a newsy accent too. And if you have a specific accent you want us to do, write in. We can give it a shot.
We'll be going live with Summer Games Fest, doing the live reaction. And look, Mr. Smiley just hit 100 minutes on the stream, and he flashes when he taps out on time.
And he says,
"That's all from here.
That's all, folks."
Hey. On a serious note, great to see all of you again. Thanks for letting me join you. It's really fun to process this stuff with you. Thanks for having me, Prof. Looking forward to it. And get ready for the weekly show. It's coming.
It's coming sooner rather than later. So we'll see you soon. Everybody have a great Thursday night. Take care.
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Bye.